everyone, in today's video we are going to talk about how to get out of survival mode, and this video is especially for women. Before we start the video, please consider subscribing to my channel. So without further ado, let's start. The first thing and the most important thing if you have to get out of the survival mode is that you need to understand we operate at our best when we are in a flow state. A flow state is when you are not feeling threatened, you are not feeling stressful in any way, and you can be your genuine self while doing a task. And I have noticed whenever I am doing something that really aligns with what I want to do, when I have the freedom to be my most creative self, and when there are no restrictions of time or expectations, I tend to do the best kind of work that I can produce. So having the awareness about a flow state or being in a flowing energy is really important. So whenever you are doing any task, try to get out of the feeling of being stressful or being overwhelmed. And when you will take it easy and enjoy the task that you are doing, you will get out of the survival mode. Somehow it happens that sometimes we are really cautious about things going wrong in our life, and we keep overthinking. Especially women overthink a lot, and they feel like, what if something goes wrong? I need to be prepared for a rainy day all the time, and we are quite alert in that sense, and we cannot relax. So it just helps if you plan that things will always be in your best interest. So whenever you are planning something or thinking of doing things for yourself, always keep it in mind that plan from a state of positivity or from a state of thinking that good things will happen, and not that always we have to prepare for the negative. Because when we are thinking more about positive or good results for ourselves, then that fear or that overwhelm of facing something negative is overcome. So always plan that whatever is going to happen for you will be in your best interest. It will be the best that you deserve, and ultimately good things happen to good people, so everything will be fine. You do not have to keep worrying all the time. I have seen that whenever I am in a survival mode or I am very scared about the future, I am worrying too much about small things, I tend to hoard physical stuff a lot. And I have discussed this before as well. When I was feeling really scared about my future and I was not feeling protected, my body started gaining weight as well and accumulating weight. I started hoarding things a lot. So whenever we are hoarding things, that means we are living in a survival mode. We are trying to gain feeling of protectedness from the physical stuff that we have. And in many cases it has been observed, especially for women, when they suddenly gain weight, it is because they are not being their optimal self, and there is something which is really bothering them. There is some kind of stress or worry that is playing in their mind, and that is why their body goes in a survival mode and starts accumulating lots of fat in the body, thinking that some kind of dire situation is about to approach, and that is why the body needs to prepare for all the energy that it will need. So if you are finding yourself that you are hoarding things a lot, that means you are living in survival mode and you need to do something about it. In this case, what you can do is you can really take the responsibility to own your life and design it in a way that you like it. Don't think that you have to depend on the situation or the circumstances that will come out. You can design how you want things to be. And everywhere on the internet, everyone is talking about manifestation and how to manifest your best life, how to manifest a goal. And somewhere along the lines of manifestation is designing your life, deciding that this is what I want, this much money I need to feel protected or live my good life. And then there are things which are really important for me. Like for me, family and my time is really important. I need time every day to nurture my curiosity, to nurture my creativity as well. So if I don't have that time, I feel like, what am I even doing in my life? There is so much work, but that work doesn't give me fulfillment if I don't have my time. So you will have to design your life in a way that your mind feels you are really protected, and whatever is happening is the way you want it. So you will have to make an effort to decide for yourself what is important for me and how I'm going to get it. Changing your environment helps a lot. If you are living in a neighborhood where you don't feel protected, or you feel like any kind of mishap can happen with you, it is really important to get out of that kind of situation. And if it is not possible to easily move from a place or change where you live or whatever your circumstances are, then what has helped for me is I have started sorting out things. For example, I started working on my garden, and there were a lot of weeds in the garden, especially in spring. Once winter is over, the gardens are in a really bad state here, and then you have to put in extra effort to get them to their optimum beauty. So I started taking up a project, and when I felt like, oh, my garden is evolving into a better shape, I also felt quite relaxed. Same way I have done for decluttering my clothes as well, or even decluttering my workspace. I would change where the things are kept and just remove what is not required, because as I said before, whenever you are living in a survival mode, you tend to hoard things. I would buy so many journals or diaries, and I realized, what am I even buying them for when I don't even use them? I would buy clothes as well, a lot of clothes, thinking that I will need these clothes when I go out, and I would notice that most of the time I would wear the same clothes, and still I would keep buying, which I've completely stopped now, and it makes me feel a lot more peaceful because I have less clothes or less stuff to manage. So if you are noticing that you are feeling like very anxious, just reset things, change how maybe your house is, change the furniture's direction, or even sort out your clothes, sort out your cupboards, and just declutter as much as possible. And I have noticed whenever my house is clean, there isn't a lot of mess around me. I do not live in survival mode. I do not feel like, oh, I need to sort this thing out and I have only 24 hours in a day and there is so much cleaning I need to do, and my mind is not very confused or overburdened when my house is clean. When we are living in a survival mode, we also tend to hurry things up. We are always thinking, oh, I need to clean up fast, I need to get ready fast, I need to cook meals fast and just take them to work, and we don't enjoy spending time on a task. And I have been really cautious about it. Whenever I used to do household chores, I would listen to some podcast, and that too I would increase its speed so that as I am hearing fast pace of the podcast, my work will also be fast and it would leave me extremely exhausted. So now what I have started doing is I have started enjoying my tasks and letting them flow rather than hurrying all the time. And especially if you have children, you might have noticed that we tend to say to the children, oh, hurry up, wear your clothes fast, come on fast, let's get your shoes and wear your shoes and let's go out for a walk. Even the smallest tasks we tend to rush up, and that really puts us in a survival mode. As in, what is the hurry? Why are we always rushing all the time? And as all the amenities and even the electrical appliances have come, life should have gotten slower because we already have these appliances to sort out our life. And in the olden times, people didn't have all these appliances, but still their life was a lot calmer, a lot slower, and they were more fulfilled. And we have got all these facilities, but still our mind is never relaxed. So we need to make a conscious effort to slow down, to enjoy each of the tasks we are doing. And you will feel that whenever you are doing tasks slowly, or you are doing them in a flowing speed rather than rushing all the time, you will tend to enjoy them a lot more, and they will not feel like a burden. Also, whenever I eat unhealthy food, I have felt like somehow I don't feel that safe or secure in my body. My body feels like it is too heavy and it is not moving in the best way. And whenever I eat healthy food, I feel very calm, and I feel like my body is actually supporting me in whatever I want to do. So eating healthy food and being around people who are good for you also puts you out of that survival mode all the time, and you tend to be more relaxed and happy. One thing that I encourage everyone a lot about is taking rest. All the time we cannot be in a hustle mode, or in a mode where we are just doing work one after the other. We need to take rest. We need to have that downtime where there are no goals, there are no aspirations. It is just the time where we let things be and we just relax, take a break, and take time to nurture ourselves or to gain back our strength. Schedule rests. If you are working, then within your day also. And whenever I have big projects or big tasks to do in my workplace, after a big project finishes, I make sure I take at least 1 day break, and on that day I do absolutely nothing, just relax, watch a nice movie, spend time in my garden or outside on walks, and not bother about the next task. Yeah, work never finishes. There is just no end to it. So it is on you to slow down wherever possible and take time to rejuvenate yourself and then start again. Recently, I had been going through a struggle, and it was taking a lot of toll on my health. And I found that whenever I pray, just pray to a higher power or God, or even if there are gods related to your religion, but whoever it is that you pray to. But if you have a sense of prayer or a sense of gratitude, a sense of thankfulness for whatever that higher power is, you always feel like you are taken care of. There is someone who has all the magical powers, all the capabilities to take care of you. You feel very secure. So if you find that you are in that kind of mode where you are just too scared, or you are feeling like I'm all alone and how will I overcome all of my challenges, then praying can really help you. You have to find ways of how you communicate or how you have a relationship with that higher power. It is really important to have your faith somewhere so that you don't feel alone and you always feel the sense of love that there is in this world. When I'm doing something which I truly enjoy and I am not portraying to people, or I'm not lying about my true feelings, then I feel very secure. So if you are portraying yourself to be something else, then you tend to live in a survival mode. And then to get to know yourself better, to be your own best friend. And if you can be your own best friend, only then people will actually see you as confident. Yeah, they'll just see the best in you. Take time to understand yourself. Take time to find out what exactly is bothering you. Why are you not feeling secure? Why are you not feeling nourished? For women especially, feminine energy is the one which is nurturing energy, or it is the energy which wants to flow. There shouldn't be any restriction on it. There should be the luxury of being creative, being expressive. So if you find that any of these things are being curtailed, you might be in your survival mode, and then you need to find out how to get rid of things that are coming in your way. You should have time to enjoy. Whenever you will feel you are grounded, then your feminine characteristics characteristics will express itself in the best possible way. From time to time, there are situations when we go in our survival mode. So journaling really helps. You would already know that. But then if you have some really good friends, talk to them as well. Discuss with them what is bothering you. Sometimes you will find you can talk to your parents as well, and other times you feel like I don't want to bother them, but then talking to your friends or people who really care about you can help you a lot. You can also try some new kind of physical activity. It will help your health as well as it will help you feel a lot more secure. And also if you are doing a group activity, you will make new friends as well. So I hope this video was really helpful for you. I have discussed whatever I found useful or I use, and it worked for me. But then if you have any other suggestions that I should try out, then please feel free to suggest, and please do subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.